So hey guys, I'm back with another video. This video is another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. Today's video title is Black Women and Struggle Love. So another example of black men perpetuating selfish expectations for their partners and black women following suit has surfaced. The Shade Room posted the recent comments and exchange of Gucci Mane and the rapper Snoop Dogg on Instagram. So Snoop Dogg posted this picture of Gucci Mane and Keyshia Kaoir, who are husband and wife and have been married for I think almost 2 years now, about 2 years. And it reads this: everyone wants this, but what y'all forget, she was with Wild Gucci, on drugs Gucci, cheating Gucci, in jail Gucci, publicity with other women Gucci. This is Gucci after therapy/rehabilitation. This is a street man groomed in his 30s after he's been at his lowest. Point is, this is a rider who knew what she signed up for. You bitches is with the next nigga after a couple fights. Snoop Dogg's caption was like a little pound sign with the hand and a blue heart, and Gucci La Fleur posted under that and said, "Yes sir, my wife, my secret weapon." And then of course people went off. So of course Gucci decided to big up his wife Keyshia Kaoir, not by upgrading her ring, not by dedicating a song to her, but by co-signing his wife staying with him through his drastic transformations. Which, I mean, he should pay homage to her for that, because I mean that is something that only Gucci Mane, and I mean Gucci Mane only, should be happy about, because most girls would have left him. So I mean, I guess like he's probably the only one that should be happy about that. But as for the lab rats in the comments, have a stadium full of seats, okay? So many people, primarily black men, were trying to act like women need to be like this person and women need to be like that person and women need to do this and do that to get that official approval and commitment from a man. Why is it that men are always telling women how we need to behave to get a man to quote unquote commit, but have a problem checking themselves, their homeboys, and their sons and their brothers as to what they need to do and do not need to do in order for a woman not to struggle or just be a stand-up guy themselves? So anyway, I've broken my video down into 3 main talking points, so let's get right into this video. So point number 1 is that too many portrayals of black women, especially young black women, displaying, promoting, and putting up with struggle love are everywhere. You guys know I just did the video the other day on Jada Amore and Lil Baby. I feel like Cassie and Diddy had a little bit of struggle, well, kind of a lot of bit of struggle love, because if you ask me, I'm not about to be with you for 10 years and get nothing out of it. Not a baby, not a ring, not a marriage, not nothing. Like, I'm not, come on, no. That's just not what we're doing. Cardi B and Offset have gone through it. I feel like that whole scandal of him cheating, obviously Cardi stayed, because why would she leave? A lot of you girls do that, and I mean, shit, I already talked about that. T.I. and Tiny have gone through the ringer, and even though Karrueche is not black, when she was dating Chris Brown, that mess was a damn struggle to keep up with, okay? There's this everlasting notion from men that you have to put up with his BS before he can make you his GF, and that stops tonight, okay? I feel like it's to the point where this has been glorified and it's disgusting. There are even women who speak down on girls who choose not to be a part of struggle love and say that we're not quote unquote real, or that we're not quote unquote down. And you know what? They're right. I'm not real or down to be embarrassed. I'm not real or down to be scammed. I'm not real or down to catch an STD. I'm not real or down to look like Krusty the Clown and Boo Boo the Fool. Okay? So y'all right. You're definitely right. And for whatever reason, in terms of the portrayal around the community, it's in our music, it's in our films, and it's in our real life. And it's honestly sick, okay? Some of y'all need some shots, okay? Because it's getting kind of sick out here. A lot of y'all will come for me and say that I be trying to big up Nigerians in some cases, but I'll be the first to say that many Nigerian women encourage their daughters, nieces, sisters, whatever, to, you know, stick it out for your husband and remain loyal for better or for worse and uphold that vow. And it's just like, no, like, because no. Holding a man down and letting him use you as a doormat until he's ready to commit is just not practical. Like, if we're being real, there are 3 billion other men in the world. Find another brother and keep it pushing. Now, point number 2 is black men will try to justify it and call us women wrong for not putting up with their BS. Girls are out here accepting struggle love and wearing it like it's a badge of honor. Like, there is no trophy, there is no ribbon, there is no certificate for putting up with a man and his lack of commitment, his indiscretions, his brokenness, his financial insufficiencies, and much more. Now, I was reading an article on medium.com about struggle love, and it was really good. And it said, the ride or die chick isn't a myth. She is a grown woman. She's our aunties, our cousins, our mothers, Truthfully, she is some of us. She's the covet to every 20-year dead-end relationship, the exception to every rule. She is the pinnacle of holding a man down, devoting her life to providing her worthiness to a person who has chosen not to see it, finally having all of her resilience pay off in the final hour. And when that man finally comes around, it will be a result of his deflated perception of himself, not because of an inflated perception of her. A man who waits until his health has run out only to commit to you in his sickness is asking you to fulfill vows that he himself is incapable of. Marriage doesn't just mean help me get through my worst, it means benefit from me at my best. And I could not agree more. Okay, I'm gonna link that article because you guys really need to read it. I could not agree more. The amount of men that jumped in the comment section trying to call Keyshia Kaoir a real or a writer for putting up with Gucci was just astronomical. And yes, she was riding, but it's not the type of riding that we want to perpetuate. It's not the type of riding that actually is kind of good. Like, you could be ride or die for your man, but I don't mean like ride recklessly, okay? A lot of y'all are riding recklessly and it's kind of bad, okay? That's the type of riding that we have to stop, okay? Get off the roller coaster, get out the car, walk off the bus. The riding is a little bit too reckless here. Y'all gonna keep riding and dying and dying and dying and be 6 feet under by the time he gets his act right. And that's not okay. And also, I feel like, yes, in the end, Gucci and Keyshia ended up married and stuff, but this is kind of like an exception. Most people don't end up with the favorable parts of the situation. Most people don't end up happy. You're gonna ride and die until you really die. And when I mean die, I mean part of your self-esteem is dead, your worth is dead, everything about you is so dead, and it's gonna either take yourself or another man to rejuvenate that back in you. Them ended up happy in the end doesn't work out for most people. This is literally like the 1%. So my third and final point is, why isn't healthy love normal or desired? I feel like a lot of us girls lust after the bad boys or just guys that we know come with problems. And I'm gonna be real, I've had my fair share of acting stupid and accepting struggle love from a guy just because of who he was or pretended to be. So here's a little story time in this video. When I was 19, I believe I was a sophomore in college, and there was this guy, and for some of you that have been watching me for a while, you guys know exactly who I'm talking about. And I feel like every single time I have an issue or when I talk bad about a guy, I always refer to this guy because he was just that bad. And when I first met him, he was telling me all these things like, oh, I'm a Kappa, and if you don't know what a Kappa is, that's just this fraternity, a black fraternity amongst college students, that he was a personal chef, he was sponsored by Nike, he was a personal trainer, all these good things, when those were very fabricated, like nigga was really lying for real. But because I was coming out of a situation that was really bad from my ex, I was like, okay, well, my standards are kind of low right now because I'm kind of desperate, which I can admit was not the best thing to do, but hell, I was young, I learned from it, and I'm not stupid no more. And I accepted so much stuff from him to the point where it was like, how can you be so dumb? Why are you riding when you know you're about to die? There is nobody watching this video that would blatantly and voluntarily get into a car that is going 100 miles per hour with no brakes. That's what riding and dying is. It may be fun, it may be a whirlwind, it may be all these wild, crazy things, but you're gonna crash at the end, and that's what happened to me. It was really bad. Another thing is that we listen to and create music with derogatory and bad representations of love, and it's like we do it unknowingly, and we do it with the unintentional intentions of proving ourselves as women. Even men, of course, they do it as well. Like, there's so many songs out right now that I can look at the lyrics and analyze it like, wow, like you're talking about a girl who you had and then you did wrong, but then you expect her to stay, and then she does, and then you keep doing something wrong, and then she still stays. And it's like, a lot of men don't realize it, and I don't want to put the blame all on men because women, we still have a choice, but a lot of men don't understand that you are brainwashing a lot of these girls, and it's kind of sad because it takes a lot to get out of that state, and I've been there before, trust me. Trust me. A lot of us women are very desperate and accept significantly less. Referencing back to that medium.com article, it does say, we are consistently told that we should ask for little and accept less. We are labeled gold diggers and social climbers if we dare desire partners who are providers, something women of other nationalities have done and continue to do for the betterment of future generations. And we're regularly told that the things we desire are out of reach, out of touch, or simply out of our league. Marriage being one of those things. Black women are constantly bombarded by statistics and studies proclaiming that we're marrying less frequently, marrying less stably, and divorcing more commonly. And the underlying suggestion is that we should lower our expectations if we hope to find and keep a man. And this is reflected in Black media, Black film, Black television, and Black music. And again, I could not agree with that more. That is the type of expectations that we have, and a lot of you girls gotta boss up. If you're gonna get on Instagram and say, oh, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a boss bitch, I'm a real bitch, I'm all of that, but you got struggle love going on and you holding on to a man that's been doing you dirty for years, sis, You lying to yourself, okay? You lying to yourself, sis. The major key of this video is struggle love is a choice. It may be everywhere and it may be perpetuated in our faces, but to deal with someone else's BS is a choice. So yes, I can say black women are often subjected to struggle love, but this mess is a choice at the end of the day. No one and nothing is worth putting up with loads of lackadaisical bullshit just to prove to a man that you can hang, okay? This is not a competition and you don't have to audition for good treatment. It's like healthy love is becoming extinct and is on the brink of expulsion, and that's very scary. Everyone in this situation needs to do better. When it comes to black love, I feel like everyone needs to do better. Men, y'all need to actually be men. Man up, be loyal, commit, do all of that. And ladies, we need to stop accepting this hellfire hardship that we go through, let alone priding ourselves for going through it just to be considered real or down or a rider. And we also need to stop making other women feel good about struggling or recklessly riding for a man and feel bad about not struggling with the man. The mentality nowadays is ass backwards, and I'm glad most of the women under the post were thinking in the right direction, but for the men and the women that think this is okay, no. Okay? Like, no. Because no. And in my Randy Jackson from American Idol voice, it's gonna be a no from me, dog. So that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know your comments on my commentary down below. Again, do not forget to follow me on all my social media networks. If you have any topic that's trending that you guys want me to talk about, please DM me on Instagram. Okay, follow me right now at VQueenChioma. Just follow, okay? I'm on there. I'm definitely on Instagram a lot. So that is it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. I feel like the main point of this is that there are so many dumb expectations. Listen up, everybody. And I want y'all to listen up clear. If you ask me to be in a relationship with you, I expect loyalty no matter how old you are, okay? I don't care if we are in middle school, high school, out of college, adults, senior citizens. If you are in a relationship with me, a romantic